For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Well, welcome to the month of March. My name is Paul Dingeman. Nice to see you. We are glad you are here. We got some exciting stuff for you today, talking about St. Clair Little League, and Matt Karras will be along. But first, the Vice President of St. Clair Community College up in Port Huron is Mr. Pete Lacey. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Paul.
Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
STEM Fest 2024, the second annual. It's big, it's better. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, bigger and better than last year.
Right.
So this last year attracted nearly 4,000 visitors.
Wow.
Something we really didn't even expect.
Right.
And this year we anticipate it being even larger. Really fun, hands-on science for the entire family, all ages. So really Saturday, March the 9th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. our campus is going to be abuzz, and we welcome all the viewers to come join us.
So those 4,000 people, they weren't necessarily busloads of students coming from different classes. This was on their own they came.
On their own. This is a public event on a Saturday. So no busing coming. We had people from more than 130 different zip codes come to
130
campus.
different zip codes?
Yes.
How far up to Bad Axe and so
We
on?
had people up in the Thumb, over into the Bay City, Midland area, even the west side of the state. So get to come see the beautiful Blue Water area.
Wow. All right. I'm brand new. I know nothing about STEM, number one. Number two, SC4. You got to fill me in on all those things.
All right. So SC4, St. Clair County Community College, second oldest community college in Michigan, just celebrated our 100th anniversary. And we are really the hub of education for the Thumb, and proud to be there. So STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Think of all of the careers that are associated with those fields, from computer science through health sciences into engineering. This whole day is really focused on those careers and getting people excited about STEM.
Many of the schools, the high schools, are now having STEM classes and STEM areas. You do obviously on the campus too, at the college.
Absolutely, yes, and the research is pretty clear that students lose interest in those STEM careers early on in their education, and so that's something that we're proud of with our Challenger Learning Center to really energize students from middle school into high school, to really not lose interest in those, but actually gain interest and make a career choice to go into those really high demand fields.
At this show on Saturday, March the 9th, from 10 till 2, what's going to be displayed?
Okay, so really our footprint is growing this year. We have 3 different buildings.
3 buildings?
Yes, so in the SC4 Field House, it's going to be in partnership with Michigan Tech University and their Mine Trekkers. This is a chance, Paul, you can come make ice cream. You can make a foam gnome. You're going to see things with liquid nitrogen explosions outside. You're going to be able to poke a stick through a balloon without popping it.
Oh, you got to bring the kids.
Start a balloon on fire, make it fireproof. I mean, just a lot of really cool stuff.
You got to bring the kids.
Yes, bring the kids, bring Grandpa and Grandma, bring the whole family. We're going to go across the street over into our Clair E. McKenzie building. That's the SC4 Experience Center. We're talking dinosaurs, we're talking mammoth bones, mastodon fossils, a lot of things that are local, birds. They're going to have some digs in there. We're also going to have the reptarium, so live reptiles. They could see turtles and lizards and snakes. That will all be across the street, as well as our Challenger Learning Center. So the only center in the state of Michigan, about 40 in the world, but this is the chance for people to get an experience of going to space on our campus, which is going to be pretty amazing. And then the third location is really going to be in our Fine Arts Center, which is going to have a new planetarium experience. So seeing the planets, seeing the stars, learning about the upcoming eclipse, which is going to be the only time in our lifetimes to be able to see this coming in April. So a lot of cool stuff happening.
And there's a fellow by the name of Gil Nye.
Gil Nye.
Gil Nye?
Yeah, Gil Nye is our resident sturgeon. So our biology faculty and students, they're raising a sturgeon on campus that will release in June. So they named him Gil Nye this year.
We've got some pictures from last year's, if they'll throw those up. So this is sort of the family part of it. You got some food and stuff going on. What's going on there?
These are really young people. You can see they have their goggles on and they're doing some hands-on science.
Oh, okay. Next.
Professor Joe Gibbons, one of our chemistry professors. We have several professors that are going to be here. Looks like he's lighting some things on fire and teaching people about chemistry.
Okay.
Again, this is an archaeological type dig, so they're digging for fossils and things there. That'll be another opportunity for people to get their hands dirty.
Okay.
Looks like some live animals here from last year. Again, we've got new animals this year.
Okay.
And then looks like probably a bird demonstration. We're going to have that again, some live animals.
Okay. And what do we got? Oh, this is
Yeah.
the field house. And so they have displays all over the field house.
Lots going on. Yeah, really over 100 hands-on experiments across the campus. But this is the Michigan Tech Mine Truckers, and there's just going to be a lot of fun going on in that field house.
What do you call them? Mine truckers?
Mined Truckers. So these are their engineering type students. They travel coast to coast. Literally from California to New York, they'll have shows like this. We're really honored to partner with them in our county.
No cost.
No cost. That is correct. This
10
is free
a.m.
to
till
attendees.
2 p.m.
Yes.
Saturday, March 9th. Mom,
Saturday,
Dad,
March
Grandma, and
9th.
Grandpa. Make it a family fun event.
Absolutely. Spend the day on our campus,
Yeah.
learn a lot of things, take some memories with you, and hopefully inspire some people, some of our youngsters, to go into careers in STEM.
So on March 10th, what happens on SC4 campus?
March 10th, we're going to rest.
To Christmas.
Yeah. No, we've got
What
a
else
lot
is
of
going on?
lot of great things happening. Both of our basketball teams are going into the postseason. Our women's team won the league championship. They are going on to the state championship this weekend, and then our men's team's ranked 16th in America.
Well, in America?
In America. So yes, they both have great seasons. Moving forward, we've got commencement coming up in May. We got a career fair in April. So there's just a lot of really positive things happening.
And financially, lots of student aid for SC4, and I hear the governor is even talking about making it totally free. So
Yes.
how about that end of the story?
There's conversations in Lansing to that end, but even without that legislation, really the Michigan Achievement Scholarship for students, the financial aid opportunities, our team with scholarships, scholarship deadlines coming up on March 11th is the priority deadline, so start your March off by filling out scholarship apps for SC4.
What I've had over the years is a lot of students who maybe go to digital media and work here, and then they go on to SC4 for a couple of years, and they find that it's a good way to get a good start and stay home, and it's so less expensive than going off to a major college.
Absolutely. You know, we welcome students from the entire Blue Water area, but even beyond. And so with our college housing downtown, I just met a young lady the other day, Paul, at our Serenity Room opening, and she's a St. Clair resident who's in our nursing program and lives in college housing.
Oh,
So,
my.
Yeah,
Oh,
10
my.
miles away and
Yeah.
lives downtown.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes.
That's fun.
Gets
That's a good
complete-
experience.
Complete college experience, which is what a lot of students are
But-
looking for,
but
at
close
a
to
fraction
home.
of the cost.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's Saturday, March 9th, STEM Fest #2,
Yes.
3 locations. Can I start in any one location?
You could start wherever you want. Just come to the center of campus, whether it's the field house, the CEM, or the Fine Arts Building. You're going to see a lot of things there. Outside, we have our Baja team is going to have their car there. We've got an electric Jeep 4x4 that the Stellantis engineers will be there to talk about, and people get to explore that. So yeah, there'll be outdoor stuff too.
And the big word is free.
Free and fun.
Free and fun all weekend.
Absolutely.
Pete, always a pleasure to see you. You do a good job for the university, and
Thank you.
we love having you come here. So.
We appreciate the opportunity.
Coming up next is we've been hearing baseball on the radio, so we got a hold of Matt Karras and said, get in here and tell us what's going on at St. Clair Little League, and that'll be next. Play ball, that's the term you're going to be hearing pretty soon from Matt Karras in the St. Clair Little League. Welcome, Matt. Welcome back.
Thanks for having us.
You have got a very successful place going on out there that started by a fellow by the name of Kletcha.
Yep.
How many years ago? 50 plus?
Yeah, so 1952.
52
Yep.
it started.
Yep.
Wow. And you was at Little League Kletcha Field now, which is going to become a splash pad and a baseball diamond.
That's pretty awesome.
And you used to have a parade from Kletcha Field, and south of the Pine River
Yes.
to downtown, which was spectacular.
Yeah, if it made sense, we would do that again. I kind of wish we could still do that, but
It was a
it was a
nostalgia.
special time. Yes, absolutely. We still do parade around the high school and, down Rattle Run back through the Knights of Columbus and into the fields. But
First Saturday in May,
yes,
10 o'clock in the morning. 9?
9.
Ooh, too early for me.
No, you're good.
All right, so we know we got Little League starting. Bring us up to date what's been happening over the winter and where we're at.
Well, we're trying to get kids registered earlier so we can put the teams together. So far, we're projecting about 20% higher than last year. So
Really?
Yep. So last year, we're trying to get around 500 kids this year. So continue to inch up a little bit each year and grow and grow. So off season was basically, we got a big fundraiser coming, which we'll talk about in a little bit, and trying to decide what improvements we're going to do on the field and how to spend the fundraising money.
Okay. Let's throw that first slide up because people drive by there on Fred Moore Highway 1,000 times they've been by this, but
Yes.
maybe they've never driven back there.
Correct.
And would you encourage them to do that?
Yes, at a slow speed. How about that? Yeah, if you've never been out there, it's good to go out there and take a look at the fields, see what we're dealing with, how privileged we are.
And there they are.
Yep. So we have 9 fields out there. It takes a lot to maintain 9 fields. It doesn't take much to maintain 2 good fields like a lot of leagues have, but to have 9 beautiful fields that we do, we're very lucky. But the upkeep is quite costly.
So let's go back to that for a second. Fields 1 and 2 are the primary fields, and 1, 2, and 4?
Yep. So our primary softball fields are 1 and 2.
Okay.
Our primary baseball fields are 3 and 4.
Okay.
8 and 6 there are T-ball and 8U pitching machine.
Okay.
And then 5 is kind of, our goal is to eventually turf that to be multi-purpose, T-ball, softball, baseball. That's kind of the intermediate field. And then 7, 8 are 2 bigger fields for the older kids.
So the T-ball, what age does that start?
3 to...
3?
3, yeah. We get some 3-year-olds in there, 3, 4-year-olds.
And they hit them out of the park.
They do just fine. Yeah, they do just fine. T-ball's pretty relaxed, T-ball 1 especially. So last year we had, I think, 150 kids in T-ball.
150 kids in T-ball?
Yeah, so which is great.
Wow.
Yep.
How far out do they come from?
So
they don't have to be just a city.
No. So until next year, you have to be a St. Clair resident or go to school in St. Clair. Next year, if you're 8 or below, it's kind of like open school of choice. It'd be kind of like league of choice. So next year, you don't have to be a St. Clair resident or go to St. Clair schools, but this year you still do.
2025.
That'd be 2025. Yes.
And why is that rule changing?
It's a good question. I love that it's just St. Clair kids versus Marine City kids battling each other. I think to give kids more options, just like School of Choice did. If you feel a league is better for your kid to succeed or anything like that, it gives you an option. Instead of leaving Little League altogether, Little League International has put this forth.
Oh,
you
they have. You didn't.
No, it's not a St. Clair. It's a Little League International rule, and they don't want a 12-year-old coming in and switching leagues. You have to be below the age of 8. So they want you starting off in T-ball or pitching machine 8U, and kind of working your way up in the program to be kind of one with the program before you hit All-Star.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So what was my next question? I don't remember. It was. That was the girl. You'd had a state championship.
Yeah, we had
year.
a state championship in the major division. So this was our first major division championship. We've had some older ones and some younger ones, but this was the granddaddy of them all for Little League girls. Is the major division, and they took it home, and it was a great experience down in Indianapolis. They got to play. They're on ESPN, so they're on TV. We're real proud of the girls and the coaches. All came together and did something we've never done in St. Clair Little League, so we're pretty happy there.
Now this team is dissolved from last year. What happens to these players?
So most of them I think are re-signed up for Little League, so they're
Okay.
going to be in the junior softball division now. Then they're going to give it another run.
So they'll be on a different class of players.
Yeah, so because some of them were 11, so they'll play the major division again this year. A lot of them were 12, so they'll be in the junior division now. So they'll be playing against 13 and 14-year-olds.
All right, let's look at the next one here. There's what we're here for.
Yep, registration. So registration fees go up March 10th. We give you till early January to March 10th before that $20 fee. We like to put teams together at the end of March, so that's kind of why we kind of force you to register. So far, registration, we're doing a good job. It's up about 25%, but there's still about 150 kids that I know are going to register that need to register. So if you could register soon.
And it's simple, StClairLittleLeague.com.
Yep. And really, if you've played Little League before, the child's profile is going to be in your profile.
Oh.
And you just add them, and the division should be right there. So
Okay.
it probably takes about 10 minutes.
Okay. All right, now the next slide there, here's a way to raise money.
Yes, so
for fun.
We've never really done a big multi-day fundraiser. We've done Night at the Races every year. This is St. Clair Little League's big forte into the fundraising. You will see this probably everywhere on Facebook. Everyone's selling tickets. So each Little League family is going to get 10 tickets to sell with the hope they sell as many as they can.
Right.
$50 a ticket. Grand prize. The retail value of the Can-Am side-by-side, it's a 4-seater, is $21,000.
$21,000?
Yeah, so it's a top-end machine. We also will pay taxes on that because you don't want to win a $20,000 machine and have $1,400 in taxes. So we're paying the taxes if you win the grand prize, or if you win the second prize, the quad, or you can take $5,000 for second and $3,500 for third. So
that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, so you're going to see this everywhere. It's a way to support Little League. We're going to do upgrades to our dugouts. We're going to do renew benches in there. Some of them are falling in. We're going to fix those. And a lot of money is going to go to the dugouts because the kids deserve nice things, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to put the money back into the league.
Well, they work hard. They're
That's right.
playing, and they come out and they want to participate.
Right.
And you got to provide good stuff for them.
That's right. So and costs are rising. This isn't going to be an every year thing, but probably every couple of years we're going to try to do this to raise a good amount of funds to improve, because we want to set up the league for long term.
Can I buy tickets online at StClairLittleLeague.com?
Yep. If you go there or use that QR code, that will go to our fundraising page, and you can buy tickets on there. Again, if you do buy tickets online, they take a fee out. So everyone knows a Little League or a Little League family. Reach out to them, because the top two. Yeah, you'll know a family. The top two people who sell tickets will also win $500.
Oh,
so
okay.
We're doing a lot. We're putting a lot out there to try to get a lot fundraised.
Then you've got a brick program going.
Yep.
But that's not a fundraiser. That's a continuing kind of thing.
Right. So
it's support.
It's a support for Little League. It is technically a fundraiser. Jody Randall, our treasurer and opening day leader, and she does quite a bit, put this together. It's a great idea. So the deadline to make opening day was probably already passed, but this is nonstop. So if you want to put in memory of your grandpa or your father or anybody for the next 50 years at Little League, we're going to do a brick paver area with dedicated names and all that stuff. So.
And if they get the grill fired up and they check the hamburger stuff for opening day, because those hamburgers are always great.
Yep, the Foley burgers we call them. Yep, they're double dipped French fries, double dipped in the grease. So yeah, they're pretty good. Our concession stand's pretty awesome. I can thank my, the Randalls, Jody and her husband Russ are in charge of the concession stand.
That touches on another point. Volunteers, how many does it take and how many more do you need? 100,000?
So our volunteer rate is probably around 10% with people that actually coach or volunteer. So we probably could use 100 more than that, but
you said 10%.
10% of our total family, total parents,
actually
do volunteer. So that'd be about 10%. We'd like that number to be a little higher.
But if, say I'm retired, I don't have any children in the program anymore, I can still get involved.
Yep. So basically our guidelines to be a volunteer are pass a background check and do the abuse awareness background, and then you can be a volunteer.
Okay. You need umpires?
Umpires.
Do you provide your own umpires, or do you have to go outside and bring umpires in?
No, a lot of the returning former players, our umpires, we do have to provide our own. So we do have to pay them. So that's an added cost. We do that for